yeah, it's just like one of those things where if you keep trying to pull slick shit off in front of the killer's face and it's not working, at some point you gotta kind of disperse and start sneaking around a little bit more, right? And making it, you know, tougher as far as if you're grouped up, especially against someone like Billy, it can go south real fast, right? Because all it takes is him hitting one chainsaw, especially if you're already in your dying state and you're only one hit away from getting downed. Why are you coming up and trying to, like, you know, get the killer to chase you when you're right next to a hook? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, evacuate that area, you know? Have someone with borrowed time, go for the hook rescue, and then proceed to pressure other areas of the map. But also, I'm like on a rank reset. I haven't played this game and like, you literally slugged me and other people. Well, that's because I'm trying to make it difficult. I'm putting you in awkward spots. I'm making you have to make decisions about, you know, where you're going. Like, you know, because otherwise you're going to start dancing all over me. Yeah, it's all about pressure. It's pressure for me versus pressure versus you, right? As survivors, you're trying to apply pressure to me, and I am also trying to have pressure and momentum on you, on either ends of the spectrum, you know? And you can lose momentum as a killer very fast, especially if the team is playing in a very coordinated sense. And, you know, there's so many games, especially recently, that I started playing where I have 3 gens popped in my face in the first minute of the match. I ran across the entire map to kill one injured second hook survivor. Yeah, and that's one less person on the map that I have to deal with. And guess what? I could have done it faster. I could have been more of an asshole, and I wasn't. I was giving you opportunities to run away and get to other spots and to heal each other. That's another thing. Healing each other before you start going for hook rescues, right? Just because someone's on their first hook doesn't mean they're gonna die in the next 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And Kunsa, you did gens, but you weren't in a chase. Oh, really? Did 3.5 gens. 3.5 gens out of a team of 4. You had one person who did 3.5 gens. So why is it only one person is doing gens while all these other people are trying to get into chases and it's not working? Like, at some point, you have to click over in your head that it's like, it's not working. Whatever it is. You know what I mean? He was literally on the other side of the map doing gens, which he should be doing. Because the moment I start seeing all those gens popping on the other side of the map, and the time is, you know, time is clicking, and I'm not getting enough hooks, and I'm not getting enough people down, and all of a sudden, there's 3 gens done, and I have no deaths on the map, and you guys have 2 gens left, guess who's losing? Me. I'm losing. And you gotta ask yourself, why is there only one person popping up to 3.5 gens when there's only 5 gens on the map and there's 4 of you? How is there only one person doing 3.5 gens? That doesn't make any sense. If you're all coordinated, y'all pop a gen like that. If there's 3 of you on a gen, and if you're bringing the right perps for proper hook rescues, you know, you could put pressure. The game is supposed to switch eventually to where it's 4v1. It's not 1v4. But you gotta understand that I'm a bit of a smurf right now as a killer. I'm bronze 1, whatever the fuck that means. I haven't played since whatever they did to update these ranks, right? But like when I was playing this game a lot, I was like at least like rank 6, rank 7 killer. So, you know, I've learned the hard way how to keep applying pressure and make it as difficult for survivors as possible, because I could show you games where I got bullied. I can show you games where I was playing just as like I was playing right now and I was just losing the whole time. So, you know, you can only put so much blame on the killer, right? At some point you do have to like evaluate what's your objectives and what's your goals and what you think is and isn't possible in the game, and like respect that the killer can down you like very quickly if you're not careful and if you make a mistake. And what's a smart play, what's a risky play, and if it's a risky play, you're gambling. You go and do an unsafe hook rescue, right? You go to try to pull somebody off a hook right when the killer's still there, regardless if they're camping or not, just if they're in the area. That's an unsafe hook rescue. It tells you that in the game, right? Like, you're taking a risk. And sometimes it just doesn't pay off, We couldn't do gens because we're constantly in a chase. That's my job. But when you got one person chasing, one person is getting chased constantly, their job is to buy you as much time as possible to do a gen. So when you see somebody getting chased on your team, your goal isn't to go, what can I do to make, them get chased? Your goal is to be doing gens. Period. That hook was safe because I missed the chainsaw rush and stun. How long am I stunned for? A second and a half, 2 seconds? Y'all stayed in chase, so I did the gens and even 99 my heal for resilience. How is that a safe? How is that a safe hook rescue? Because I missed my chainsaw? I'm still within like 10 feet of you. Unless if I really miss my chainsaw. Unless if I really like shoot past you and I'm really far and you're both on it. But if I hit the rock right next to the hook, dude, my stun does not last that long. I tell you what. It lasts like a second and a half tops and I'm already back on you. So that's not a safe hook rescue. It just isn't. Because I'm still right there. And when you got people, right? And I put somebody on a hook and I've got 2 survivors right next to me. And I turn around and I down a second one. And then there's a third one and they're still just staying in the area. Instead of being like, you know what? This could snowball really fast because it's Billy and he can hit me. He can down me with 1 hit if he hits with the chainsaw. I get what you're trying to do. What you're trying to do is like there's multiple people. They can all hang out. One can eat a hit. The other one can pull him off, right? And then we can all, and then make him choose 3 of us to start going after, right? But I'm smarter than that. I'm smarter than that. I know what you're doing. Like, you have to figure out something else because I'm smarter than that. And newsflash, people are better at killer at this game than I am. It's gonna get worse. It doesn't get easier. It just gets worse, right? Like, dude, look at my Billy right now. I have a level 22 hillbilly. Green perks, dude. I'm running enduring, pop, spies, and lightborn. These are not top tier perks. Pop at a level 2, enduring at a level 4. That's the best perk I have right now. I wasn't even rocking like the most toxic shit. Like, it gets worse. It gets worse than that. That's all I'm trying to say is, at some point, the cheeky stuff that you're trying to pull off, there's gotta be a breaking point where you're like, whoa, 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 hold up. This guy is playing smarter than that. We gotta reevaluate, like, admit, like, man, they're playing really well. Like, we gotta be careful. We gotta, and there's no rush. There's no rush. You're all, you're all trying to like do everything all at once, man.